Hi, my name is Matthew Bellisario. Thanks for coming by the BellisarioSonic YouTube channel from the heart of the Deep South on the outskirts of Birmingham, Alabama, where we talk about music, records, do record reviews, interviews, and much more. Today, I'm going off on a completely different direction. You know, on this channel, I do a lot of jazz reviews, a lot of new recordings. I like to support working artists, but I'm not a genre snob, and I do love different genres of music. As you guys know, I do the Atlantic 75th anniversary reviews. I'm subscribed to that, the Acoustic Sounds one, and I like a lot of different genres of music. Well, this one came up. It was one of the ones I had saved because it was one of those albums that I remember listening to back in 1992. Just 21 years old when this album came out, and I was big into heavy rock back then, and I'm going to be dropping the needle on this Hardline album, their debut record called Double Eclipse. And I just remember riding around listening to this CD in my car, and I back then I was into this kind of stuff, so it kind of brings back some memories when living down in Miami, Florida at the time, and all the, cruising around on Miami Beach and going all these different places. And this was one of those CDs that I was listening to. So it's one of those kind of nostalgic things. But when the album went on sale, because it was really expensive, it was like 35 bucks on Amazon. And I keep a list, a saved albums, a wish list. And I'll check it out here and there, and I'll look and I'll see. And if it goes on sale, I'll be like, oh, cool, that one's on sale. And this one was like 20 bucks. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to grab it. I have no idea how it's going to sound on record. This, of course, was a band formed by the Gioeli brothers along with Neal Schon and drummer Deen Castronovo. So we'll talk a little bit more about the band. This right here is really the only album that I ever owned by this band, and there were different lineup changes throughout the years. And I think that, I'm not sure if they're still playing or not, but I think even in the 2000s they were playing. So anyways, this right here is 1992 release. It came out in, I think, April. It was recorded at A&M Hollywood and NRG Hollywood. And this is just a rockin' record. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up. We'll take a look at it, and we'll see how it sounds. For all of you heavy rockers out there, this might bring back some memories. And I don't listen to a lot of this stuff anymore, just because I'm so into jazz now and some other types of progressive rock and different things, So I don't listen to this stuff very often, but every once in a while, I'll put on one of these, heavy rock records and just rock out. Sometimes I'm just in that mood. So let's go ahead and open this up. It seems like really thin packet. Like the jacket seems to be kind of thin. Doesn't seem to be anything as far as the quality of it all. Which is why I was kind of surprised it was like 35 bucks, for the longest time. I figured it was going to be, really heavy jacket and fantastic pressing, but it's just a regular, regular jacket. Let's take out the record and see what we got. Okay, it does come in a anti-static sleeve. It's red. We'll see about how it sounds. Gotta Groove Records, it's where it's pressed at. And they're starting to get a big reputation here in the U.S. for making good pressing. So we're going to put it to the test here. This is pretty heavy rock here. So even if there's a little surface noise, you probably would never hear it. But we'll see how this sounds. So it's kind of a transparent red record here. This is their debut album. And you've got the Johnny Gioeli on lead vocals and acoustic guitar, rhythm guitar. His brother Gioeli on rhythm guitar. You got Neal Schon, lead guitars, rhythm guitars, some guitar synthesizer. Todd Jensen is on bass and backing vocals, and Deen Castronovo on drums. This was originally engineered by Tony Phillips. and mixed by Tony Phillips, and it was originally mastered by Bob Ludwig at Master Disc in New York. And so we'll see how this sounds. As far as I know, I don't see where this has been remastered, so I'm not sure exactly what's going on there. So I'll take a little closer look at that, but it looks like it has all the the credits on there that you find online for this. So spray it off with some distilled water, give it a wipe down. And this, again, this did come in a nice anti-static sleeve, so that's cool. And back when this was recorded, I wonder what they recorded this on, if it was digital or analog. All right, let's drop it on. Let's listen to the first tune, which is Life's a Bitch. This one just rocks. So for all you heavy rockers out there, and a lot of people might not know about this album. This is not, you know, but this is one of the ones I was just into finding new music back then. When this came out right away, I was like, oh, this is going to be rocking, you know. How this sounds. So far, guitars sound pretty good on this. The drums sound okay. It's not the best sounding recording of the drums I've ever heard. Great guitar playing. All right, so let me give you my overall assessment on the sound quality. It's a warm, it has warm sound to it. It has a little bit of depth. It's not the warmest sounding recording I've ever heard, but it's not really the warmth here. It's almost like the definition where you don't hear as much definition as you do in some other recordings. And especially with the vocals, the guitars sound pretty good. The drums are kind of buried a little more than I would like, and the vocals aren't quite as upfront as I would like them to be. So, in taking a look at this, it has mastered by Bob Ludwig on here. Doesn't show anything about being remastered. And it probably needs to be, because while the guitars sound pretty nice and have, you know, they're kind of the focal point of this, the drums are a little more buried and the vocals should be more up front and be more defined. That would be my critique. The bass is a bit crushed. So it's not terrible sounding, but it's nothing that's just blowing me away. Let's listen to another tune and then I'll flip it over. I just remember riding around in Miami in my car. Guitars sound the best. I mean, the guitars sound nice. Vocals need to be just a little more. Pop there. Appreciate you guys hanging out. You know, all these videos are unscripted. I open these up. A lot of these I open up new for you guys and take them right out, wipe them off, put them on the turntable, listen to them. So what you hear is what it really is. So the guitars are definitely the focal point of this kind of a record. Obviously, the guitars sound pretty good. I think the drums are a bit just not quite there, and the bass is kind of crushed a bit. So I'll let the next tune play just a little bit, and then I'll flip the record over. they're still active. It's a different lineup now. Had a lot of different people come through the band. One thing I can say about the album, it's not shrill sounding, so it's not like harsh to listen to like some things. So it definitely does have, it has that type of warmth to it where it's not shrill to the ears. It's just things are kind of crushed and not as defined as you would get on other albums. So the guitars sound good, the vocals could be up a bit, the bass is a bit crushed, and the drums could sound better. But it's not a hard listen. I mean, it's listenable. You know, if you like heavy rock, I mean, this is. All right, let's flip it over and play a song off the other side, which I think was probably one of their bigger hits. So we'll put that on, which is Hot Cherry. We'll put that on and listen to a couple tunes off the other side. So far, I've had a couple of pops, and that was it. Otherwise, the pressing's been fine. It's been flat. Again, on that transparent color, which apparently is supposed to be better than the opaque colors, the way they sound, according to that interview that Steve Westman had. If you haven't checked out his channel, be sure to go check out his channel. He's got a lot of good stuff on there. I think all these songs were pretty much by the two brothers, the Gioeli brothers and Neal Schon. So, and again, this is the only album I ever had of theirs. So, kind of a nostalgic purchase, I guess. Just once in a while, you know, I'm an old, I grew up playing rock music and rock bands and blues bands and all that kind of stuff, so. This was kind of the end of this kind of music, really. The 92, 93, this kind of type of music was starting to go on the outs, and you had all the grunge stuff coming in, that kind of stuff. So Great lead guitar playing on this. You know, this was 92. You know, you had the Mr. Big. They were pretty big then, but you also had Nirvana coming up there. I'm just looking here online, just like thinking of all the albums that came out then. You had the Eric Clapton Unplugged stuff, you know, that was popular. Def Leppard, Adrenalize album. So it's kind of an interesting time, transition time for me, just thinking back, you know, to the music that it was coming out at that time. And me, I was always kind of more of a hard rocker. I kind of really didn't get into the grunge stuff as much. And so, and a lot of blues stuff I was into. So there you have it. Hardline, heavy rock album, something a little different. I don't do a lot of these reviews on this channel, but as I say, I'm not a genre snob. I love music of all genres, and I'll do a record review on anything so on this channel if I like it. So overall, it's a listenable sounding record. It's not the greatest sounding album I've ever heard. The guitars sound good. Vocals, they could be a little more upfront and defined. The drums a bit muddy, a little not as defined and resonant, and then the bass is kind of crushed a bit. So it's not terrible. It's definitely not shrill sounding, so you don't have it's not a hard listen for this kind of music. I mean, you can hear the bass. It's just not as punchy. It's more a soft bass, I guess you'd call it. All right, folks, thanks for joining me. We'll see you on the next video. Leave your comments, give a thumbs up, and I appreciate you guys participating in this channel. We'll take care. We'll talk to you later.